I pack my suitcase, headed out the door, I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home, a couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
Miles past, turning back, found my track, face the fact, she a cold one. Never gonna settle for none, stay up every night till I won. Don't want a slow rise now, I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A quiet boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night, my whole life ain't staying.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door, I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home, a couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm headed to LA.
Miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I'd have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas, next to dollar sign, yeah. Had to remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
Made for the fight, for the pain and the climb, tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door, I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home, a couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof.
It's destiny, it's fate. another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Take me back to you. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Back to you.
Here's to the challengers. The ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, count them out, but you can't stop them.
Now I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
Because they're the ones who practice while others sleep, strategize while others joke, and climb while others stand still. They feel the pressure, the nerves, the weight of every round, but they embrace it. While others play for fun, they play for legacy. Because in this game, every official matters. Every round has a story, and every player has a choice to stay in the comfort of matchmaking or to take the leap.
Let's go.
This is ESEA League, where challengers take their first step.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESEA League Season 54, where we are jumping deep into the thick of things. We are getting very, very deep. I think we're in the playoffs at the moment, and it's going to be a whole fun time. We've gone through the whole league. We've been doing it week after week after week after week. And today in Europe, we get to watch a couple of individuals, and we'll see if we end up doing the game that is expected. You know, we'll see if everyone turns up and the veto's done and all those bits and bobs. But for the moment, you know, that is the plan. And the plan is going to be, hopefully, we get to see XPERION NXT up against ATRIVM. So this is going to be a fun old game. It's the main competition for Europe. So, you know, it's getting right up there. Not quite advanced, but still doing a very good amount of, look, you'd hope to see some high-level Counter-Strike from both these teams. You know, it's cool to see XPERION NXT, you know, making it this far. The place, XPERION, I went there when I went to Cologne, and it was a cool place. They had a real creepy Spider-Man statue downstairs that was like climbing up a wall, but it was on the ground and it had a big booty. And it had like the black costume on, so that was kind of cool. They had crazy LAN setups, computers bloody everywhere, gaming paraphernalia all over the place, a DJ. That was cool. That was cool. Shout out to XPERION for having a nice, cool after party for Cologne. So look, maybe they'll make me a little bit biased in this one just because of that. But also ATRIVM. I don't know a huge amount about these guys, but I'm interested to figure out exactly what they're capable of. You know, doing pretty good so far. So they're 10-4 to get to this point, whereas XPERION NXT, you can see we're 11-3 in the regular season, and they're currently 3-0 in playoffs. So they're getting right towards the pointy end and still here in the upper bracket. Let's have a look at where we are going to be playing this series this evening, though. 1, 2, 3, boom. Dust 2, Overpass, and Ancient. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love Dust 2. I love Overpass. We're going to get those two confirmed for sure. And then over towards Ancient for that third and final map if we need a decider between these two teams. So it'll be a whole bunch of fun. Dust 2, of course. Like I'm going in. I've got minimal knowledge on a lot of these players, so I'm hoping that it is just going to be some solid, sharp aimers and a little bit of tactics. Look, map 1 going to be a bit more aim-based rather than tactics-based for Dust 2. You know, anyone can really come out of that if they're having a good day. Overpass, though, look, more tactics, more fun. And I love the graphic. I love that we do have the Overpass symbol in the middle of Monster. I think that's beautiful. The beautiful graphic there. Ancient, it's, you know, nice and balanced to that third map. Doesn't really matter which side you kind of start on, even though statistically it says it towards the higher end of everything at the moment. The game is starting to be a lot more CT-sided after those changes. It's going to be a fun one. And at least, look, in all the games that I'm playing, I feel like there are a lot of players that still play better on that T side of Ancient, especially when you're towards, you know, the tier 3 sort of league, which is where you'd probably call like main. You know, it's getting towards advanced, it's getting towards the top level. There's probably some individuals on these teams that could perform at the highest level, but they're still learning. You know, they're still learning. They're just punting away, getting as many of the games out as possible. And I'm really hoping that it's going to be a fun old time. So yeah, we'll see how long it is before we get into that one. Dust 2. Map 1, you guys in chat, you know, you're always slightly delayed, so I might not see you for a little bit. But if you have any questions, I will keep an eye on the chat and we can have a extended, delayed conversation between the lot of us. So that could be fun. You know, shoot your questions through if you got any. And of course, before we jump in, if you want to know where we are, what's going on, let's have a look at the format explainer. So we know where we're at. Boom. Main, you can see it on the left side, in the middle, or the left side of the right side, if that makes sense. So if you win main, if you do well, you get to go into that advanced relegation, or maybe you just qualify if you do well enough. So that'll put, you know, some of these players over towards advanced, which will put more eyes on them. And then advanced as well has now qualified you to the LAN at DreamHack. There's going to be 2 LANs. There's going to be there's going to be one in NA, and there's going to be one in Europe. So EU and NA both get chances to send a team through that LAN all the way to Pro League. I have heard that I think what's going on now is that those LANs, I think they're still BYOC, so it's going to be, you know, Epic LAN-esque. It's going to be like Frag-esque. I think you probably like hire PCs from those countries and stuff, but you know, you can qualify to that LAN, and if you do well enough, it's more like a community style LAN rather than a top level professional LAN. That having a direct invite to ESL Pro League if you win is crazy. That's kind of crazy. You can also see over on that right side, ESEA Elite is going to be like a shorter format qualification system that puts people into ESL Challenger League leading up into those Challenger Leagues. So there's going to be lots of competitions that everyone at the grassroots level and looking to make their way towards the tier 1, tier 2 gameplay to play in. And I'm really hoping that we get to see exactly what teams like this are capable of. The cool thing about ESEA Elite, it's got those open qualifiers, as you can see at the bottom there. And what that means is you can pretty much leapfrog your way straight into a Challenger League, straight into a potential Pro League qualification if you are a good enough player and you do well in those open qualifiers, which I'm sure are going to be cutthroat. You'd assume that it's probably, you know, best of 1 territory. It's an open qualifier, so there's going to be a lot of teams. There's going to be a lot of teams, and only 16 teams, or technically, to the look of it, 32 teams are going to be able to qualify into each ESEA Elite and then have an opportunity to make it to Challenger League and Pro League off the back of that. So that's a lot of games you've got to be playing. That's a lot of games, but it's still a pathway. It's another new pathway that you can get towards a point where you can start to get these VRS points and put your team in a position where you could potentially start to, you know, get the regional standings in your favor, and hopefully one day make it to the major, because that's what it's all about. All right. But right here, we're towards the bottom of the table still. I'm just going to open up Twitch chat quickly just to make sure you guys aren't misbehaving. I need everyone to stay on their best behavior, please. You know, I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I could fathom if you guys weren't on your best behavior. Doesn't look like anyone's actually chatting yet. Come on. Get it going. Get it going. It does sound like we are almost ready to go. There is someone who is not in the server. We'll figure that out once we get in. We'll, you know, take names, have a look, point fingers, say, hey, were you the one delaying the game? Was it you? Was it you? Was it you? Or you? You know, it's got to be someone. It's got to be someone there. But yeah, D2, going to be a bit of a frag fest to kick off the series. And yeah, I think we'll jump into warm up and just have a look at a couple of the names in the game there. Let's have a look at exactly what we're going to be getting from all these individuals. Okay, D2 time. And we'll see who is a little bit late to the party when they eventually join in. So for XPERION NXT, everyone's here. Shout out to those guys. Tricky999, Sheezy, Raza, Anuin, which is the coach. You got Pixel in there, and Jansen. And then over for ATRIVM, let's see what we got. We got Redameni, Shogu, Yanuz, Extinction, and Mr. Anonymous as number 5. So we'll see who we get once we get to that point. But yeah, so far so good. Oh, and we got beat. Unshark! There he is. Mate, come on. The bus is waiting for you. We're trying to leave the station. Silly boys. But look, almost ready to go. And it sounds like that the game should be rolling very, very shortly. I'm hoping that Yanuz is actually how I pronounce his name. Yanuz. I always love that part. Love this part of the broadcast. It's just trying to guess names of a lot of these individuals. Actually, I remember some of these names. We did XPERION NXT a couple of weeks ago, so good to see that they kept on putting it out and made it all the way into the playoffs here. Looks like game's ready to go. XPERION NXT going to be starting on that CT side, ATRIVM on the T side, and I believe Dust 2 is one of the few maps that still is slightly T-sided at the top level. So I'll see if that trend continues, but it is game time. Yes, it's game time. 4 towards long. Going to be a brawl. Going to be a bloodbath. Oh no, we're knifing. Oh, silly old me. I was wondering why I couldn't see any pistols. And that's that. Looks like XPERION probably starting on the CT side. Guess we'll figure that one out in a moment. Players to watch. Let's have a look at the numbers. Probably Pixel. Man's in the top 1,000 here in Europe with 3860 elo. Hectic 21 kills. 1.74 KD. That is unheard of. It's pushing donk. And over on the other side of things, let's have a look. We got Extinction, probably the player to watch here with the highest kills on average. Azadot's there, but it looks like he's potentially the sub. Unshark as well, a challenger player, actually almost ranked top 500, same as Extinction, and Shogu looking pretty good too. But it's game time. Xbox smoke at the ready, or maybe door smoke, I think that one is. Bomb starting to make its way towards the B side of things, and XPERION heavy lean towards mid and B, so they may be ready for what ATRIVM are bringing. But there is space to get up short, and only Pixel holding towards that A side. So if he can deny the lurk, he can potentially bring this to a 5v4, but I don't know if that site is going to be defended by any of XPERION's members. Really slow approach. And in comes the exit. XPERION looking like they might just have to play for the retake. On control there. Nice little off angle from Pixel. Should get the pick here for free. There it is. And in the meanwhile, Jensen going to be able to snag one more away. 3v2. Oh, sorry, 3v5. Make it a 1v5. Good luck, Shogu. Oh, hang on. Man might not need luck. Oh, can he get the reload off? The Kukli, no good. Awkward. Oh, there's a gush on the short guy. Isolation, pretty bloody good. NT's in the chat for Shogu, but it's Jansen to lock it in with a double. Gets himself the upgrade of the Julies, and it is going to be XPERION NXT to take the first round. Into the second we go. Door smoke. Short molly. Mid control looking like it should be in the hands of ATRIVM. Two-man setup going loud through lower tunnels. And that A site looking like it may be under fire shortly. Chip damage onto Jansen. And him and Pixel. Good positions to play off one another, although Pixel ends up playing mostly solo. Sheezy, no flash to help out Pixel on site, but he'll pick up a kill regardless. Extinction, wanting the trade, won't be allowed it. And it's looking good here for, I was going to say the M4 to find a little bit more, but the sneak in from Unshark through mid doesn't quite work out. Crisscross Smoke's giving him the cover to make it to that position. The bomb going down. may give some hope in the round. Redameni. It's going to be a tough angle to try and get a pick. If he gets one, I think that'll be good enough. Good patience from XPERION just to go for the group up on short. Spacing's good. MP9, lovely coverage. And Yanuz can't get anything done with the AK. Good plant, but 4 at the end of it for the CTs with a couple of upgrades to slightly better rifles. That's going to be nice for the third round. ATRIVM with the plant and the round loss bonus. Have a little bit of money, but you can't really warrant a force moving into this one. Didn't do enough damage to that CT economy to get it going. I've received word as well that because we don't like Unshark, we're not going to spectate him at all this game. All right, just so you guys know. And just to clarify, that is a joke. There is technical reasons why we can't watch him. But we'll be able to see everyone else. Wait. We're on him. I've lied to you all. I've been lied to. Everyone's lying today. What the hell? What the hell? Crisscross smokes again. Looking like it is going to be the B split. Second smoke as well, just giving just enough cover to sneak in and make their way up B ramp. Tricky, can't get anything done. It's the techies. The crack it open, rise up, swapping places with the T's in the smoke there. Sheezy in the meanwhile going to be able to snag one more onto your nose. And it's awkward for Rizar, who goes out into the 1v3 on B, giving away his life. And Unshark really wants that smoke. Just barely unable to snag it away. Ready, Many makes his way to safety on the back of sight, and there's only one flash to try to get Sheezy out of the tunnels. But with the AWP alive, the M4 in hand, the call is just to save, which I think is quite appropriate. And ATRIVM bring in almost nothing into the round, just a couple of pistols and armor. We'll be walking away with some beautiful upgrades. Redameni on 4 HP. Has to create some space. Quick smart. I don't know how he's going to do. Well, actually, he's safe. He's safe, surely. What? 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 Oh, that's crazy. He was so... Redameni's on the A ramp. He was on the A site and died with 4 HP. That's criminal. Come on, Valve. I thought you were talking about realism. He was covered by so many walls. Oh, Mana, what's up, baby? XPERION NXT beat AM Gaming to get here, by the way. Is AM Gaming your team? Jensen going to be snagging a freebie with that HE. Nice opening to turn it into the 5v4. Putting XPERION in a good position to hopefully win. Extinction. Mollywood's car is good, but the Furious Smoke going to buy some space for him to maybe get away alive. Pixel, eyes on short. Strikes true. And all 3 remaining team members are making a bit of noise over towards long there. Bad long smoke. Will leave a gap, but Jensen able to cross to safety in time. Pixel trying to abuse that gap as well. It's just a matter of who gets the better timing, and it's Extinction already on the line. XPERION trying to shift the numbers towards that B site and take the gamble. But now at mid, it's another 1v1 that Rizar's almost lost. Short, under fire. Extinction. Little tag onto Sheezy. Things getting real awkward for the CTs until Tricky enters the vicinity. And with 20 on the clock, Unshark, I think he's got to read that maybe they can head to B, but that bomb's also down at long. So the save may actually just be the call. Not a lot in the bank, but with Unshark having 3k, I just don't know if this one's it. XPERION, though, going to be incredibly happy with another round in the bag. 3-1. Yo, Stem, all right? I got lied to too, all right? We're all getting gaslit here. It's crazy. Now, I'll tell you what it is. I think it's because Unshark is number 11. So the sneaky thing that they can do, yeah, is number 11. And number 11 doesn't exist on the keyboard. So because of that, they can go to Extinction or someone else next to him and click their mouse button. Yep. And that'll go to the next person. There you go. Look at that. See? Hey, look, this guy's pressed a couple of numbers and observed before, I reckon. He knows how to do it. Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not gaslighting anyone. I know what's going on. You guys should as well. You're all nerds like me. And if you're not a nerd, congratulations. You've avoided the plague. Quick tactical for Atrium to figure out exactly how to make sure we can all see Unshark. And so far, so good on the scoreboard. Nothing too crazy. Good amount of util damage there from Jansen. Unshark and Extinction doing most of the flash banging for Atrium so far. Let's see where we end up at the end of this round. Open AK successfully saved. A little bit of util purchased back up and a force buy around said save. It's a heavy investment. And Atrium happy to take the risk. Indoors smoke. Looks like it might have missed the mark slightly. Even a big blooming cloud here for Extinction to have to deal with. And XPERION, you can see how deep they're playing. Giving up mid control. 3-2 split. Goose, long corner, and pit. And Ready Many. Just trying to draw some eyes away from mid. With that lurk smoke towards the B site. Short control utility getting thrown by Atrium. And XPERION just double up on long. Look to play retake here. Pixel as well has that flash, which could hopefully set Jansen up for a play from Goose if they end up coming short. For the most part, Atrium, they were in good pivot positions, but you can see the pivot's going to go back towards long. Sheezy, however, already with long doors control, has the shadow advantage. If he can get 2 here and drop the bomb, that's round. Done and dusted. But it's a lovely trade from Unshark. Bomb coming this way, Molly on the corner. Pixel gets the line on a nice timing. Won't be able to snag the second man. But your nose up short falling. Makes things awkward. Flash at mid. Gives up the other man's position. And now we got, what, 10 seconds to plant, boys? That ain't it. Alt picked up. And Atrium looking to save. Beautifully played by XPERION. Oh, AM Gaming is Searson and Keto. Okay. That's cool. Good to see some of the other German boys having a nice little opportunity. Didn't get to see him so far. There we go. Bench players we all know of. Okay. Searson, Altex, Keto, LX, Too High, and Musson Ban. It's Rupert's the coach. Oh, hell yeah. I know Rupert. I play Faceit with Rupert. Bloody legend, that guy. But that's mad. XPERION, the up-and-comers, the Sharpies, taking down a couple of experienced names to get to this position. Mossy Cook, the guy that's recommended you solo queue to level 10 and then look for a team, I would highly recommend just playing with friends and other players that know how to play the game. If you can. Your mental health will be a lot better. All right. Sometimes solo queue isn't the answer. You know, put it in there dribs and drabs. But just be aware that, you know, if you want to make it pro, the grind exists, yes. And maybe you're sharp enough to just be, the heavy carry every game in solo queue. But sometimes in solo queue, right, teamwork is less prevalent. What we're seeing here, there's a lot of teamwork. There's a lot of, grouping up, trading out, good utility, helping each other out. Sometimes, actually, more often than not in... Oh, my Lord, what a shot from Extinction. Lovely read with the B pick. You're going to see the full rotation to uppers by 4 of those individuals, 1 lurking mid. They know that there's only 1 man here, and tricky. Gets unfortunately timed. Dink has the follow through from Unshark, and Extinction here at mid won't be able to get more than 1. So we got a 2v3 for the retake. CT's coming up B ramp. Ready many. Eyes on window. Unshark able to pivot from the back of sight with the other rifle. And Shogu playing anti. Won't be cleared straight away. Awkward. Got baited into the swing, and there is still time for the retake to be successful. Ready many. Beautiful job. Oh, and that's going to be a difficult one for Pixel. Runs out of bullets in the mag. And that's going to be 2 on the board for ATRIVM. Well played in the post plant. I love that call too. They realize that it is probably that only 2-man setup on the B site. You get that pick, that crazy pick. I'm sure that shot was nasty from mid over to the window jump. Then boom, yeet it straight through tunnels back towards the B site. Like clockwork, baby. HE smoke disguising the 2-man cross. Could have popped up on the map though. Flash towards long. Trying to draw attention away from what is going down towards mid instead. Cheesy already crossing unspotted. Should be able to lock down any of these close range fights he finds himself in. Short progression utility coming through. Molly on the corner. Flash to clear anyone close and disrespecting said util. Fallen Molly. Yeah, let's learn some positioning names, because I'm assuming a lot of people call it that. Maybe in Europe you call it Guardian for whatever reason, because that seems to be a common trend. But just in front of your nose on that box there, you can hide on the corner and then drop down. That's called Fallen. All right, so if I say Fallen and you're in my team in my games, that's the position. Right there where we're looking at it. Just up on the corner there. Dead center of the screen. Anyway, the Vanguard smoke going to be invested to try to get all the way towards that A site. Jansen quite solo. Left and right click, nade, just to get free damage onto the site members. And with the 4v5 XPERION, yeah, they are calling the save. 2 already back towards the B site. Jansen looking to punish any overaggression, but ATRIVM, they want to lock this one in. They know that Pixel is stuck towards the long side. And he is very aware that mid control was there from Ready Many. And that pick he got earlier. Just looking for the damage. Ready Many. Lovely little couple of kills. Shogu gets it back eventually. Pixel maybe allowed to at least carry the AWP across to the next. But the money is not looking good. And Unshark rather. He has the information. But he does not have much money going into the next. Actually, he was the only one with money. Now I'm gaslighting you guys. Now you can call me a gaslighter. ATRIVM working their way back in for 3. Next year or 2, look out for Pat. Who's Pat? Which Pat? Manna, did you get timed out for speaking German? That's crazy. USP caught in the open is never going to be a good time. An XPERION. I think the best case scenario is you just protect the president, try to keep Pixel alive, maybe use the AWP to get another pick or so. Look, there's so much time here. Shogu can plant default. T's all pretty much have enough health to survive just at car on site if they want to keep every weapon alive. Pretty sure you can sit car and keep like 60 health. 40 health. I don't know what it is. Either way, Atrium, they clear out B ramp, all go together and make sure that there is no sneaky timing from these cheeky individuals in tunnels. XPERION will be able to carry the AWP into the next. And Atrium, they keep 5 alive. They realize, hey, look, our economy has been quite cooked. And now, after this round, it is much less cooked with, what do we got, 4 rounds left in the half. XPERION NXT having a quick chat with the tactical timeout, realizing that this is a key round. If they lose this one, the half is probably going to keep on going in Atrium's favor. The economy that they just strengthened is going to be quite hard to crack with not a lot of time, not a lot of rounds left for the half. Bomb radius got adjusted. When did Dust 2 bomb radius get adjusted? I'll have to double check that, because I swear. Actually, I don't know if I should. I probably shouldn't open Counter-Strike and test that while the game's live, but I could. Do it for the people. Ooh, rise up. Contacting in behind the molly. Ready many. Oh, almost got timed. But Tricky, at least able to play the trade game. Get himself that upgrade of the AK. And Atrium feigning that long pressure. You can see that they're going to go for that big rotation with 2 of the members back towards tunnels. And I don't mind this call at all. XPERION have gone for that 3-man stack towards 8. Cheesy in the meanwhile, sneaking through those smokes back towards car, which is going to be a nice advanced position and allows XPERION to explore elsewhere. And Tricky, purely off the timing, just drops that smoke at B to buy some rotation time. Oh. With the A site undefended, Tricky decides to look for information through tunnels instead. And I love how heads up Atrium are with everything that's going on. Unshark doubling back will get the info and maybe even the pick as well. But on low health, catches that HE perfectly. Good hands, brother. But the round should be Atrium's. Nice open plant. Atrium playing together, flashing for one another to clear out information, clear out positions. And XPERION, knowing that their money is in shambles, will keep 2 weapons alive. AK and M4, and with Pixel with 3K in the back pocket. That's going to be a full buy into the next. Maybe thin on the utility. They'll give themselves a chance. And Atrium know they've got plenty of cash. So they'll go for the late hunt, but won't find a thing. Just barely missing out on the timing. 3 rounds left. And XPERION just sharing the love, sharing the rifles. Actually getting plentiful utility. As well as the AWP inline, or online. Definitely the word. Extinction, off angle, just making sure. Whoa, no one runs into lower, but he's just going to punish the mid push instead. Love that line. Just reading what XPERION were trying to do. And the job gets harder for XPERION here on the CT side. 4v5. Maybe looking to take a gamble. For whiffed smoke on short, there's going to be a gap for ATRIVM to play around if they keep going that direction. Pixel with the equalizer is huge for XPERION. Orb taken out of the round. Cheeky little off angle he was able to find there with the microaggression. Unshark. What are we calling that? The waterfall smoke? The face smoke? Oh, this timing. Pixel has to go for the rescope at a point, but I don't know if the T's have heard it. They've definitely seen him, and they'll take their opportunity. Shogu. Lovely crosshair placement. Expecting a little bit more. Oh, and the shots from CT turning into a crossfire. Jensen and Raza maybe saving the day. Man advantage swinging back in XPERION's favor on the back of sight. Head popping up and down. And Raza hoping he can find the line. The dink is there, but it's just the M4 against the AK. And you know what wins that fight most of the time? Swinging back yet again. Jensen brings it to the 1v1. There is not going to be a lot of time for Unshark to get the sight, and I don't think he's got time to plant. Jensen can just run for his life. Well played. Great read on what was going down. And won't be allowed to get the kill after time. But lordy, what a bloody hold from XPERION after losing the first pick. How does one get involved in becoming a caster for events? You just do it. You just start doing it. I think that there's a way you can apply to do open games and get their IPs through the ESEA admins. And then there's also, you know, many other leagues, like lower leagues, like community stuff, university leagues and stuff you could just start doing. Oop. Molly coming through at the nice moment. 2-for-1 trade, extinction. Able to snap the head off of the plat player. And in the meanwhile, it is just going to be the full rotation over. XPERION looking to fight fire with fire. Molly going down at the right point. And Razak gets even more value out of this M4. Big shot from Pixel on the scout to close the round. And it looked like ATRIVM were definitely online to find 8 in this half. XPERION doing wonders to even get back to 6 here. And they even managed to break that crazy economy that ATRIVM worked up. So well played all across the board for XPERION. They have everything they need and more, including a couple of AKs. And ATRIVM, I'll get a pretty decent buy on the board. Ready Many going down to the P250. Can be the support player. Cycle one of those rifles. I don't hate it. Oh. Extinction's been really good at finding those openings. Unfortunate. Not be sharp enough this time. To catch Jensen on short. Also, apologies if it's I don't know if it's Jensen or Jansen. I keep going between the two. I know that J in a lot of European countries is pronounced with a Y instead of a J. I lose count. I lose time. I lose track of which countries we're bloody doing. I'm pretty sure in Germany it's just a J. Right, like Jansen. Yeah, we'll figure it out one time. Ooh. Pixel. Ah! Timing. All over the place, but that HE, perfect from Extinction. And Ready Many with that P250. Unfortunately, didn't have the firepower needed. Yanu's going to be tossed across the package. Try and get it planted there, safe at default. Jensen realizing he's got that 1v1, and it's easy pickings for the quick retake. 7 on the board. at the turn of the sides. And XPERION NXT will lead by 2. Good game of Counter-Strike, this one. I love the theory. I love the style that both these teams are playing. Great understanding to the game. And that's kind of what you expect. You know, these are the top of main doing really well to stay here in the upper bracket of the playoffs. And it's not too far away from advanced. And this is the level of Counter-Strike you want to see, if especially these teams are going to be, you know, throwing the hat in the ring to potentially be playing advanced next season, which will be season 55. Yeah, Jansen, big utility damage, 353. Look at that. Great with the nades. Great with the utility. What else we got? Yeah, 1,100 damage overall. 353 of that is from utilities. Pretty sick. Pixel, on the other hand, 1k damage, only 46 utility damage. So he's hitting heads. He's hitting numbers. Actually, he's not really hitting heads. Let's see who is. Shogu, 71%. Ready Many, 87%. That's 7 out of 8 kills. Headshots. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, everyone taking their moment just to figure out what's going down here on the second pistola. Let's see where we end up. Extinction. Blinded. Forced off. Saw a couple of names there. And we'll call the rest of the troops across. Late, super late mid-lurk, just looking to punish any mid-aggression. Will find some success. Pixel, surely. Oh, okay. Doesn't catch the timing. Shogu, bringing it back to the 4v4. Now, long retake is coming through. ATRIVM going for the 3-1 split. Late push on short with Ready Many, who's got the Julies. He's got that Kevlar. And it's Unshark taking point here. USP should be able to have that accuracy at range. And the Julies just keep on going forward. Lovely couple of shots here from all the individuals. And it is a cleanup on aisle A from ATRIVM. Love to see that. Bit more of that. Bit more of the good stuff. And XPERION just playing this one slow. Taking their sweet time with it. Push up short. Should just get torn a new one. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Mop up from the Dream duo there. Over towards ramp together. And ATRIVM tying things up as we move into the first gun round for the second half. Sheezy doing great work so far here. Let's see if long control is going to be able to work for them. All the way out they go. Tricky. Leading the charge. Fully blinded, but close towards that corner. Is red and traded. Shogu going to be able to find him through the edge of the smoke and gets even more value. Jansen. Denied exit out of bedroom. And now we've got a 2v4 for XPERION to try to navigate. Extinction. Ready? Or so we thought. Fought that push through the smoke, but it looked like he just barely strafed and barely missed. And we got that 2v1 over towards the B site. Yunus in the corner. Here's the footsteps coming his way. Will he be cleared? No one looking. And the spacing was good for a trade, but they didn't hit it. Yunus successfully gets his upgrade to an AK and continues this string of rounds for ATRIVM here in the second half. No bomb plant, but the roundless bonus, so XPERION can just get themselves a couple of upgraded pistols, maybe some Kevlar to play with. You can see Ryzar opting just to go for the utility. Around with Jansen, who has brought down somewhat. And this is the kind of round where you can certainly see XPERION winning. They did have long spawns, so they're going to give it a red-hot crack. Well, I thought they were going early. Tricky just waiting for the util to bloom before going back in. Lovely flashes coming through on the contact. And ATRIVM all over that long control. Unshark dropping down and hearing everything all the way up short. Extinction. Missed chance. Oh, gets the second opportunity with that little balaclava. Knocking across the top. Beautiful HE. Placement perfect. And the P250 not going to win this fight. Neither's the Tech 9. Flawless out of ATRIVM with 5 alive at the end of it. Going to be solid for the CT economy. You can see the nerves pushing 10k. No one on the 5 figures, but still, they've got themselves a fallback plan. Actually, they do. You can see the nerves coming into the next round. Did get the extra little bit of money. Shout out to the update. So that was yeah, that's the extra, what, 250 or whatever it is from killing all 5 Ts. Just slightly helping out that CT economy. 1-4 split so far from ATRIVM. Not expecting too fast of an approach towards the B site from XPERION. Boost at mid pixel. Hoping he can catch a timing or an extinction. Has he? I don't know if he's seen that barrel. Or heard the scope either. That footstep will be heard by ATRIVM. Extinction, mollied. Back a position. Falls back to Fallen. Remember, we learnt that one earlier. Patient approach coming through from all the ATRIVM individuals, not wanting to give away any opportunities. Whoa. Push in, ready many. Lovely little 2k across the top, drawing attention away from Yunus, who can activate on the Windows side. And Pixel left in a 1v4, getting past the first hurdle, but a few more to jump over. And he won't look the right way to take the fight with Shogu. Locked in. 10 on the board, and ATRIVM looking like a whole different team here in the second half. Flawless so far. And XPERION, not necessarily doing anything wrong, but just unable to find an answer or even an opening in some of these rounds. Ooh, push around the corner, Shogu, not quite ready for the full swing, but Unshark is there to pick up the pieces. Lovely Deagle to trade one of the kills. Back to the 3v4 we go. Upgrades. For Pixel here. Has that one tap potential, but the orb has spotted that shoulder. And Extinction wants a second bite at the cherry. Ah! Missed chance. I'm worried that there could be a T close towards the corner. So falls back to elbow. Smoke break. Doesn't reveal too much. Other than the T's haven't crossed just yet. Incendiary respected. And the smoke on the corner provides some form of cover. Cross smoke fading in just a moment. Pixels picked across the top. Rise up. We're going to hopefully catch a timing. Unshark ready for it. Knew what was amidst. And Tricky in the 1v4. Didn't necessarily have the multi-fragging tool for the job, unfortunately. Did get one. Extra $600 in the bank, but it's ATRIVM with a successful retake again. And that's going to be 11 on the board. So far on the CT side. 3 alive again. Money maxed out for Yanuz. Should be for Shogu, maybe. There you go, 1550 almost. And 5 figures there for Unshark before the rebuy and the drop. Everything going really well for ATRIVM here. Whoa. Another missed opportunity. Extinction showing he's incredibly confident with that AWP. Flash forward, Yanuz. Gets the info on one tunnel member. And respectfully, he gives up that control just to not get caught off. As XPERION double up for the reclear. Pixel eyes on B ramp. ATRIVM in good positions to pivot back to B if they need to. Shogu flashed forward, and this is the thing I'm really liking out of ATRIVM, right? They're flashing B tunnels, getting info. All right, they saw one. They're flashing into long doors, and not only getting the pick, but getting the info that no one is there anymore. And they're just doing a lot of things right. Ready Many in the off angle, able to get 1 for 1. Which might just save the round. Extinction, in the meanwhile, going to try to create some more space back towards the B site. Already scoping up at doors. But that push is coming from the window side. And it's going to provide 2 more big kills. Ryza with 1 and softens up the other for Jansen to connect. Shogu, huge rotation in the meanwhile, all the way towards tunnels. It is yet to be seen or heard. But XPERION doubling up, clearing out B ramp together, put themselves in a great position to clutch out the round. Jansen can swing at window on the contact. And that smoke getting pinned is enough information to lock this one in. Boom, there's the contact. Oh, well read by Shogu to try to lock it in and clutch it up, but it didn't happen. It's XPERION doing great work there in the post plant to find their first round, by the way, of the second half. Mid control. Uncontested for XPERION. We already spoke about how much money, specifically how much money ATRIVM has had here in the first half. And look, it's almost getting whittled away without anyone saving in the previous. Oh, lovely approach on short, Unshark. Doing good work. Shogu with the double. And it's certainly enough damage to lock in the round. The flash was good on the first peak, but Pixel unfortunately didn't commit, and Tricky through the smoke drops to his demise. 12 secured for ATRIVM here on Dust 2. XPERION just can't quite find the answer that they're looking for. And they're going to be right down to the wire on this one. Not a lot of money to play with. ATRIVM, AWP, AK, and Triple M4. Plenty of util, and Unshark even with that T-Molly. 5-man approach towards the tunnel side. XPERION looking like we might just see a B-pop out of them. Pixel. Going to be dropping the on doors smoke. Yep. Mollies everywhere, flashes everywhere, and ATRIVM happy just to attempt the retake, hoping they get a pick off. In the meanwhile, HE gets a little chip damage, and Pixel in the meanwhile, I think, has been seen towards backyard. Bomb getting tossed across, and that might not get planted in time, but oh no. Was ist das? Was ist das? What is going on? Don't tell me it's over. We're trying to get back in quick smart. We also, let's have a look. Well, we'll see. The game has unfortunately booted us out. So I'm just going to say, wow, there was, yeah, we're back. We're back, baby. Whoom. 4v4 for the retake. Bomb got planted eventually. I assumed there was some kind of crazy trade. Flash across window, and it's going to be the high-low setup. Nice trade out of Sheezy. Mac 10. Whoa! Swinging real wide, and Extinction may want the AWP into the next. And they will recede the round. UI slightly off. It says it's only half ticked, but it was mega ticked. And the T's are all ticked that they lost 2 more weapons. Tricky. The only one to carry an M4 across into the next. So the money's still not great for XPERION, but they do finally find themselves another round. Let's see if they can do it again with another low buy. Oh, Inners trying to make it happen from the back of sight, and the insender is not going to reach the intended location, but the shots certainly will. Inners, huge hold for 3, and 13-9 are going to be that final scoreline for Dust 2. But that is not all bad news for XPERION. They do have their map pick of Overpass coming up, and I'm sure they're going to be incredibly excited for that. But hey, ATRIVM, they have impressed the hell out of me with that CT side on Dust 2. They know what they're doing. The structure from both these teams looks fantastic. And I'm hoping that we get the same style of Counter-Strike from both these teams moving into Overpass, because this could easily go to Ancient. This could easily go to 3. I feel like both teams deserve winning at least their map picks here, and ATRIVM have already done that. But of course, before we jump to Overpass, we got to go to a short break. So we'll be back just after this with the second map of the series.
Here's to the challengers. The ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, count them out, but you can't stop them.
Now I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
Because they're the ones who practice while others sleep, strategize while others joke, and climb while others stand still. They feel the pressure, the nerves, the weight of every round, but they embrace it. While others play for fun, they play for legacy. Because in this game, every official matters. Every round has a story, and every player has a choice to stay in the comfort of matchmaking or to take the leap.
Let's go.
This is ESEA League, where challengers take their first step Here's to the challengers. The ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, count them out, but you can't stop them.
Now I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
Because they're the ones who practice while others sleep, strategize while others joke, and climb while others stand still. They feel the pressure, the nerves, the weight of every round, but they embrace it. While others play for fun, they play for legacy. Because in this game, every official matters. Every round has a story, and every player has a choice to stay in the comfort of matchmaking or to take the leap.
Let's go, Q.
This is ESEA League, where challengers take their first step.
I'll do that all again. Look, I just wanted 2 takes. I didn't unmute myself. Hey, what's up? What's up? Look, we're not all perfect, guys. All right, you know, calm down, calm down. Welcome back to ESEA League, season 54, where we are well underway with the first game and probably only game of the day, depending on how deep we go, of the EU main playoffs. It is 3 games deep so far. This will be the 4th game that both these teams are playing, and so far, so good. We had a phenomenal game on Dust 2, and we have Overpass as map 2 for the series, which is going to be a fun time. I can't wait to see what both these teams have strategically for us, because I was impressed on Dust 2, and I'm looking to be impressed again here on Overpass. It is the newest map that has re-entered the pool. I guess it's slightly different to the old Overpass because it looks different, but overall majority, it plays out particularly the same. There has been a couple of changes in the meta with some different utility, but with the way that you have to get to places, it's still overall about the same sort of thing. So we'll see what we end up getting from both these teams as we jump into Overpass, but I'm impressed. ATRIVM against XPERION, NXT. ATRIVM taking Dust 2 will have, you know, that comfortability, the confidence moving into the second map that they won't have. They do have another map to fall back on if Overpass doesn't go their way. Maybe they don't play that much Overpass. I can have a sneaky look at the statistics if needed. Let's have a look here. ATRIVM, all right, press the button here. What do you get in here? What do we got? Stats. Let's see how many Overpass games they've played. And it has to be just this season, I'm assuming, but 31 matches of Overpass. Are they playing? They must be playing multiple things here. What's going on? That's crazy. That's a lot of bloody Overpass, mate. Shogu stats. Shogu very impressive there on Overpass, especially in the second half, doing a lot of work. You know, people flashing him in, locking things down, almost able to read, you know, clutch situations, and able to get through the setups that were coming their way. But yeah, we'll take it. We'll bloody take it, won't we? What else we got? How do you game preferences? Just what's this? Ready many? Oh wait, this is each player. That's not even for the season. That's just the individual stats. I'm wrong. I'm just wrong. But let's look. Match history. They haven't played Overpass for a hot minute. They did. Is that 9th of the 3rd? Or 3rd of the 9th? Wait, these guys are playing a lot of games. They have to be playing like the other cups on Face It as well, because they're pumping through like a lot of games. A ridiculous amount of games. This was only like 5 days ago they played Overpass, but who was that against? Outcast, who are also pretty high elo looking team. So what was it for? Where's it? Tell me what it's for. Group A round 3, 4. The France qualifier Aris X Community Cup. Okay, so they're playing in like all these games, all these random cups and qualifiers that are riddled across Face It. So good to see that. That's probably why they look so good. They are pumping a large amount of official games, and it looks like that too. The way that they had everything going for themselves But yeah, it sounds like that the game's not too far away. I can see that one of the teams has won the first round, so it is time to jump into warm-up and see exactly who's in the game. It should be the same team, same guys. See you in a sec. See you. I'm off the camera now. What up, what up? But yeah, oh, again, not everyone's in the game. It's the same, is it Unshark? Unshark. It's the same silly individual. What's he doing that for? But he disappearing. Sneaky individual. But yeah, getting back into the game. Unshark was great to watch too. Sharp as nails. Very solid Counter-Strike displayed from him. And we'll see what we get, you know, moving into the future of all these things too. These could be the up-and-comers that you see making it to the next couple of big teams. There's a lot to take away from these games. What's your favourite takeaway, guys in chat? What's your best takeaway so far from everything that you've seen? Let me know. We'll see it in just a moment. Boom, bum, ba-dum, ba-boom. Hell yeah. It is time. Ladies and gents, it is time to jump into the fun, jump into the action, and jump into a little bit of Overpass. Going to be doing a knife round first, just making sure, you know, that's all out of the way and sorted. Know what I mean? Vibes. Absolute vibes. So Atrium get their choice of sides. Let's see what they're going to pick. Probably CT. You would assume CT. It has been heavily CT sided for the most part. But you never know. It could be individuals who like to run it on that T side first. If they're a little bit psychopathic. Get the hard half out of the way. And it's game time. We are back. We are looking good. We are hoping to have a little bit of fun here. Short push, looking to walk into the stack. Nunes. It's hiding in its sandwich. Looking to activate with the Julies off the contact, but it doesn't work for Atrium this time. XPERION. Straight through Banana Shogu. Fast on the flank and has not been heard or seen by Sheezy. Sheezy surely in a spot to trade. Here's some info. Oh, you thought it was two, and it is. Shogu realizing that there's danger afoot. And he'll lose it. Just try to buy time. Let that smoke fade out, which it should be in just a moment. Ready, many. Flashed out of bank, and they're looking to fight this one together. Sheezy with the contact will provoke the swing from the others. And the fight together for XPERION works wonderfully. T-pistol going to be taken away. And that will just be that. Atrium, no investment in this second round. Just going for the El Clasico. 1-4 split. 1-4 setup even. Flash under party. Jansen giving out the close angles. Con Molly successful. Raza full control. Allowing Jansen to rotate down at any given moment from bathrooms. I don't hate this setup. Unshark spotting the first man. And, ooh, corner cleared. Extinction not going to get the freebie he was hoping for. And Atrium. A shift with the B-site members. Right, getting drawn back. Deeper on the B side. I don't know. Yeah, I thought Yunus was trying to get back to the Toxic, but unfortunately gets caught in transition. Swing towards Maze. Boost across the top. 2 of the 3 CT's positions now known, and Jansen as well finds the third. 2-man push through. Respected. Well played by Raza. Just catching timings on the peaks. And that's looking like it'll be that. Into the third, Atrium able to get that investment ranking again. Boys are zooming. A control going to be there. Atrium setting forward towards that B site, thinking maybe it's just going to be a faster kind of play. There's contact into bathrooms instead. Shogu spotted, but also spotting the tease, that flash. Almost allowing him to find himself that double. Crispy with the aim. And it's loud on the rotation in from Maze. We'll see what ends up going down here on the retake. 4v4. Anyone's game. Truck Molly comes in. That's just as a refresh on the jump up smoke. Ready Many. The flash is going to look to send numbers out of Bankside. Jansen spotted on the long side. And will be stuck on the corner. Razar here at default. Looking to go to the pre-fire around the corner. Can only get the single. And the trade's favoring the CTs here on the retake. Smoke goes down on the bomb. And there's plenty of space to defuse. Good cover from Ready Many. As Atrium will successfully retake and find their first round. Couple of seconds left in it. They get it done with the defuse. It'll be 2-1. XPERION with the plant have enough money to buy up again here into the fourth. They even get that AWP online. One 4 setup from Atrium again. Still just waiting for that moment that XPERION pumped the B side. But at the moment, that's not happening. Unshark with the lineup won't connect on the spam. Sheezy stays respectful. XPERION playing the long game. HE towards long. Just to try and draw some of Shogu's attention. Jumping around, still yet to find the info. And that's because the T's have gone through Con instead. 40 seconds to make this one happen. Pixel with pretty much all the utility. Jansen solo with the bomb at the monster side. And has that molly. She's going to be sending to Toxic. Being effective though. And it doesn't even commit, but already many. Keeps it at a 3-for-3 situation. Able to trade at least his teammates out one time. Smoke on sight enough to put that bomb down. XPERION getting mostly off site in time. Tricky, the low member, playing aggressive and hoping he can find a pick or at least the information. Oh, Shogu catching the headshot member. And it's Pixel hoping he can lock on to Heaven control, which he will. But he's got 2 more CTs to get past. Extinction coming up Heaven. And oh, the shot is damn good. Lovely little jiggle as well, just to get the info of the line that he was on. And plenty of time. Again, to successfully get a defuse across the line. 2-2. ATRIVM evening up the score here. Okay, Fountain Control Util has been invested by ATRIVM, but it is just Shogu's solo. And after dumping the HE, will fall away, realizing that it probably is just that eco. Cheesy spotted lurking towards the B site. And Shogu gets a freebie. Much better tool for the job with him. Over towards the A site and spots a few more members. Happy just to keep on tapping heads. Jansen upgrade to the Deeg will be the last alive after Shizu falls. And the eco is navigated incredibly well by ATRIVM. On to the next. ATRIVM taking the lead. And now looking to string 4 rounds together. So far, so good. But XPERION back on the buys. Pixel missed chance of opening on the jump pick. Oh, and I don't hate this. We'll jump up on the concrete side. Good positioning, but T-flash timing. I think that was a T-flash. Just too good. Or the CT flash was just unfortunately timed. Let's assume it was a T-flash though. And there's a lot of noise being made as Bathrooms Control is being hunted by XPERION. Razar lurking in Con, looking just to control the rotates. But so far, ATRIVM have been incredibly passive with their rotations, not really investing too much towards that Con side. We'll see if Unshark gets found at any given point. Just perched up on the fence here in short. No one really coming his direction. Or Classico Flash. Coming through that way. An Extinction drawing attention. Hopefully away from Unshark. I don't know if it was Unshark that dropped the smoke, but the man is still looking to lock this one in. In the meanwhile, Extinction falling means the AWP's out of the mix. And, they didn't go for the hard clear. Rizar's looked at him, but not bloody seen him. And Unshark has no idea that there is a second man lurking through the shadows. Jansen, the refrag will come through eventually. Now we're going to boost into Heaven too. Tricky. Wrong position. Can't do it anywhere anymore. And Yunus just tucked away, hoping that he does have this Heaven control. He heard the step, he heard the boost up. And he will not be allowed to go for any silly ninja business. XPERION, all escaping away through Monster, will find the third and end the little streak ATRIVM had going.
Terrorists win.
Seven rounds deep. I love this boost up behind the column. The timing's just not quite working as maybe they were intending. Shifting the numbers. Stronger towards the A site. This XPERION are making a bit of a hullabaloo in this regard. We smoke on Monster to buy some extra time. What do we got down there? One more smoke for Ready Many. Can chain that. Give minimal time for a B-site hit. And XPERION, they're kind of just letting this get timed out. Although with 40 seconds on the clock, starting to make a move towards A. Bomb coming this way. Rizar drawing attention back towards that B-site with the molly. The CT's looking for info, but this time it's dry, and Shogu not necessarily in a position to trade, hasn't been seen and has snuck a timing, but inside bathrooms just hasn't been cleared. It's just utility getting a plethora across the top, but oh, Shogu only able to get that single kill. Rizar, snappy trade, but not expecting the push out the smoke, and it could be too little too late. 9 seconds to plant here, and Yunus has a gap, but there's all eyes on his position, and the cover is too good for XPERION. They'll secure themselves for tactical used for XPERION just to make sure it keeps on going their way. Knowing that ATRIVM, they're going to have this weird buy coming through here. I don't know if it's committed to by anyone just yet. Where's Extinction? He's got a good spawn for Monster to the look of the map. So he might be able to get a little timing, maybe open things up over towards the B side of the map. Oh, missed opening. That would have been nice to grab. Bathroom's control is there, but Sheezy ready for the swing. Isn't going to expect the second man, but the 2v1 should be tradable. Extinction, though, fighting for himself, doubling down. And making sure that this AWP is the key piece to keep ATRIVM in it. In a round where they didn't bring too much in. Shogu's M4 irretrievable at Bathrooms as well. Jansen, the spot Unshark. But he's just dancing around on that front side, and Jansen hasn't looked to the side, not in time. Oh, one more bullet, and Extinction almost does it all in a single magazine. 1v3 angle for Pixel. The opposing AWPer looking to clutch it up. 40 seconds to do so. I don't know if I like where this one's going. But the MAC-10s get it done. Missed chance for Pixel and almost pure perfection from Extinction. Only missing that opening pick. And the weird buy, the two men forcing for ATRIVM, is enough to get him across the line. What's happening here? Jansen. Is that HE hoping he can snag someone over towards the pillar? There was no one playing behind it this time. Yuno's aggressive towards Monster. Incent in a good position to shift Jensen out. Oh, it's nasty, but is this boost going to be heard here? Oh, I see. So when they jump up, does he bonk his head and it stops him from going high enough that it doesn't make sound on the boost? Is that what's going on? I don't know if that's what's going on. It looks too high. But we'll figure that out. Either way, it doesn't make the sound and it does allow that first pick to come through, as well as all that utility damage that was still there on Jansen. Heaven smoke, barrels molly, and that B site looking like it may be under fire, but XPERION not going with that wave of utility. Reroute back into the scope of Extinction, who again is going to be gifted a couple of opportunities to get that KD looking suave that unfortunately doesn't go much better for much longer. Shogu going to be tucked in the short corner at long. And he's just trying to draw a lot of attention his way. 2v3, but the shot's looking good for XPERION. That time ticks right down, and I believe it even hit 0. Unshark going to be able to snag that last one away. Was that after time? It was. Pixel, $800 in the bank. Whoa. That's a little rough, that is. XPERION, not a lot to play with this time, but they will mostly be spotted towards long. Extinction gets dinked up. Oh, that could be an AWP that the T's will pick up, and not even going 1 for 1. AWP getting scurried down, and it's picked up, but it almost is the bait that undoes the rest of the round. AWP getting tossed away, but it won't be able to cross to safety. And Shogu hoping he can at least win this first fight. Jansen will get his mitts on the AWP, but can't trade, and it's Shogu to come through with the day saver. Guns back online, and XPERION again looking for this bathroom's control, but no one looking towards long, and Extinction will now be the only A member up here. Ooh, it's a late approach. Big wide swing. Ah, you need to hit those. You need to hit those. Extinction holding a really tight line. And that'll be his undoing. XPERION turning this round right around. Looking like ATRIVM are feeling the pressure. A couple of mistakes forced out here. Yunus gonna at least take one away. But I don't know if that's going to be good enough. 1v3 angle. And Sheezy has created a lot of space down towards this B site. Yunus trying to go for the hard read, but only half clears. Not expecting a T to actually be there. And Sheezy adds another name to the tally. XPERION find 5. And there's a high chance now, with the poor buy that ATRIVM are bringing in here, that we are going to be tied up at the half. Extinction running it back again. And will unfortunately miss the mark once more. Shogu smoked off at bathrooms, which gives XPERION a lot of space to take for free. Smoke fades. Shogu tries to fall off in time. I don't think he was spotted there on the line. And Extinction as well. Yet to be spotted. You can go for the jump peek at Dice, and will have to be the only one here to hold. Again, looking to play from the long side, but Pixel posted and waiting. Unfortunately, didn't get the perfect time to post on the line. Yeah. And Sheezy doubles down with the attempt at short control. Knowing that the AWP was previously over towards that A site. The B site's now the target for XPERION. Ooh, an Extinction should have been heard on that drop. All eyes on his position. Close range. Knife out. Sheezy. No good. An Extinction puts himself in a position to attempt the clutch at the end of the half. Pixel locks in 6. And we're all tied up. It is anyone's game moving into the second half. And it looks like we won't be wasting any time here. Jumping straight into it now. Okay. Cross towards long. And a lot of noise made by Yunus here. Over towards the B side. Spotted. And the bomb scene as well, which will trigger the rotation. XPERION going all the way in. Beautiful flash. Sets up Pixel for all 3 coming from that position. And Jansen looking to stop the cross towards long. There will be no chance, and there will be an established crossfire. Unshark 1v3 angle won't find any more damage. No more value for money. And XPERION edging into the lead with a CT pistol. Feels like it's been a while between drinks for them. No force up, no upgrade at all for ATRIVM. No bomb plant means no deagles, no fun. No Galils. They're just playing it slow, jumping around. Fishing for any information gifted by XPERION. And I dare say we've got a slow one on our hands here, guys. What did that sign say? Are you talking about worst hole? The worst hole beer garden? I'm really hoping that we get, you know, Cologne's coming up. It's in Germany. It's a major, you know, there's already at Cologne a bunch of like little stalls and food and stuff. Why is there not a worst hole pop-up at Cologne, huh? I know that Overpass is set in Berlin, I think. But Cologne's only just around the corner. You know, just on the other whole side of the country. But bring worst hole to Cologne. Let's get it going. Hashtag worst hole at Cologne. I'm sure that'll go down well. Couple of Frankfurts with the boys. Couple of snags. There you go. Worst hole Biergarten, right? Yeah. Biergarten. Berlin. It is in Berlin. Yes, I see that. But bring it to Cologne. You know, next year. Going to go off. Established 2021. It'll be 2026. You know, 5-year anniversary. Oh. Is Cologne that way? Is it on the sign? Berlin. Hamburg. Hamburg's like not far. It's like just around the corner from Cologne. Anyway. Let's see what we got here. High flash on Shark, disrespecting his own Molotov, trying to catch a timing, but no CTs there to find. A shot out of your nose, answered by Tricky. And oh, flash is going everywhere. Sheezy with the smoke to play around and has the helping hand from Tricky right beside him. That's a big bit of damage onto his teammate, and he's just baiting in the smoke, hoping that no T's are looking at him, but they are very aware of what's going down. His head looking straight into the ground and hoping he has space to play. The AWP shots ringing true, and Sheezy now making a little move right behind Extinction. It's awkward. And he's only... Oh, he hasn't seen him. There's eyes going all the wrong positions. He's got a man next to him on the right. It's a matter of who's going to be looking first. There's those first couple of shots. And he looks across eventually. Oh, it's free. Unshark catches the ninja. Just shifting around, and it's going to be XPERION to save here unless Pixel's gifted anything. There's no gift in here. No free francs. ATRIVM with their first round for the half on their first gun round. And this game stays close.
Terrorists win.
Stormseller, just check chat. How we doing? Pronounced Jansen. Oh, I was right. There we go. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I caught up with chat. Oh. Crazy scenes coming through it. Jensen tucked at the backside of Sandwich. Putting Pixel try and take some kind of contact first. Along the route that ATRIVM are choosing, with Red Many holding on to Bathroom's control. That timing, oh, it looked so good, but Pixel barely missing. Slightly too far of a flick. And the full contact from the other members at Long. Now looking to clear Bathrooms from the backside. Bank infiltrated, Unshark finding the only individual left towards A and XPERION. They are just calling the save. It's going to be a long 45 or so seconds. Raza just making a hullabaloo, trying to draw attention towards himself. It's ATRIVM. Their money's not the greatest, but with that pick onto Tricky, they got a 4v2 and they know that these CTs are well tucked in. It's just a matter of waiting for your nose to come across here. There's that first man and the last. Well played from ATRIVM. Taking all rifles out of the server and suffocating XPERION's economy. It's rough out here if you're an XPERION fan. This is not a good position to be in. Round loss bonus starting to get worked up. And technical pause going to be coming through. That's no good. Hopefully no one's lagging. That'd be a bit sad. I need to work on my German. Parkenlage. Scheuneck. Scheuneck. I don't know what that means. Park map. Park sketch. Park information. I don't know, man. Die Benutzung der Parkanlage und des Spielplatz ist täglich zwischen. It closes at 8 and then opens at 8. Closes at 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. Untersagt. I can maybe say, I don't even know if I'm saying the words right. I hope I am. I am. Oh, hell yeah. Look at me go. I don't know what the words mean, but I'm saying I'm okay. 8-8, all tied up. And as mentioned before the technical, XPERION just going to be on these USPs. 5 at long. We're going to fight fire with fire. Extinction. Ready to receive some anti-eco kills with open arms, but there is many pistols looking at him. Oh, he's spooky around the corner. Extinction holding on for dear life. And hoping that that AK didn't get picked up. An opportunity for Sheezy now. The 3 let off. Back to the safety of the rock, but there is a sneaky Unshark lurking in the long waters. Big swing, big shot. Nice out of Sheezy to get one more. But it's a round for ATRIVM. Yunus doing God's work. Going and planting the bomb. Tech Light, you're so right. Pew pew. Little bit of shooting going on around here. And ATRIVM now in pole position. Already winning the first map of this best of 3. Their map choice of Dust 2. And the T side usually seen as the more difficult side here on Overpass. But that'll all depend on how XPERION hold here in the second half. Pixel has had some nasty plays with the AWP already tonight. And is looking to find another one for the montage. But the only person that's found here is Jensen. Or Jensen. Jensen? Jensen. Combination of both those words. Over towards long. They'll give up the map control with the info. And just fall back to try and support our boy Pixel over in bathrooms. Extinction with the bomb. He posted up at long, and that will give a lot of information if seen by XPERION. Pixel. He spammed there through the sandwich wall. Down to 36, but still takes one with him. And that's if he even goes to the Nether Realms just yet. Flash there. Dodged. Oh, missed chance. But tricky on the trade game. There's at least one more member down towards Banana. Razar on the fast flank up Con, which is unknown. ATRIVM not ready for it. However, Ready Many look in the right direction. Boost across the top, but Sheezy has sent Tricky up and been spotted. Now on the 2v2. Bomb retrieved it short. 20 seconds. A-site is in their control. And Shogu, hoping he's got his crosshair in the right location. Spot these CTs coming out bank. Just timing jiggles there, but facing Shogu. Gonna suffer the 1-for-1. And Ready Many here, hoping to time it around sight. Shadow spotted, and Sheezy locks in another. Well played, but a costly one for these CTs. As we're trading round for round. There and back again. I do have confirmation that my German was perfect. No park usage between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. overnight. So guys, make sure you're not playing Overpass or in the park at night, at least. See, that's law. That's law that we should be bringing in. Update Overpass. Make it a map at like twilight, like at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., just when it's getting a little bit dark. And then the concept of Overpass will be that the Ts are just getting booted out of the park because the CTs are there to say, you can't play here. This is our park. Come on, Valve. Get it going. On more hot facts as well from production for you guys. The TV tower is not the Berlin one. It's from Nuremberg. Oh, that thing. Okay. So it exists in real life, but it's not actually in Berlin. There you go. Rest of Overpass is Berlin. Love to see it. Ready Many. Short molly. Looking to feign presence towards this position. Smoke onto the short molly. There is layers to this strategy. Also, the end of con smoke is there. With the flash at long, we'll see if XPERION expect this many numbers up towards this side of the map. XPERION thinking about contacting in through the monster smoke, and then they'll get every bit of information that they need and more, and potentially allow Tricky to cheat his way towards the A side on the early rotation. Yep, smoke push comes through. Monster cleared out. Short will be emptied in a moment. Yep, no one here. Send the troops up. It's going to be a brawl towards the A site. Unless they send it back the other way. 40 seconds. Jensen, great timing on that smoke block at long. MP9. Going to tuck away on the short corner. Oh, Pixel maybe pushing a little bit too far. And there is going to be eyes. I thought look in Jensen's direction, but they don't hard clear the corner. Bomb with an AWP still needs to make its way forward. And they're trying to trade locations. No scope, no good. Jensen, the savior for the round. If he can live a little longer, won't be able to get around the corner. In 20 seconds, Sheezy can stop the bomb crossing here from short if he hits it, and he does. 10 to plant. Ready Many went too deep into bank, and he's just got to go as quickly as humanly possible. Package retrieved. Not tapping it, just going for the fight, but it's Sheezy to lock in 10. XPERION able to find the lead again. Inches in these rounds. Bit of typing going on as well. Maybe some form of lag. It happens. It's the time of night for it. Right at 9:30 p.m. What's in the bank? I don't think I've ever actually noticed that that's a vault in there. I don't think I've ever looked and realized it's just a bunch of safes. Cash money. What else is down here? I don't think I realized those were lockers either. I don't see things in the map as, you know, logical things in the map. I see them as locations that I need to clear out to shoot people. You know what I mean? Oh, we got a cock calendar. Hell yeah. January. Month of the cock. Let's go. What year is that? Someone tell me what year that is, by the way. If the 8th is on a Sunday and the 1st is on a Sunday, what year is that calendar for? Unpaused, CTs. Showing us their booties on the way to B. An ATRIVM, I don't think they're coming this direction. At least not many of them. Ready many. There's only one mere man. The flash no good, just barely missing the mark on the short pipe. But the shots will still do the right thing. And let's take the opponents out of the round. Bathroom flash coming over the top. Jensen creating some space away, knowing that it is just a couple of swift Glocks. Potentially creating that space in bathrooms. And I like this, just jumping the info through the gap in the top of the sign. And they'll double up. Jensen ready. Tricky. In a great position to trade around the corner, but not expecting the man up long, so progressed. Tricky. Throwing attention away from the truck member. And we got a 2v1. Actually, very winnable for Shogu. Yes, he's on 30 points of health, but Raza is one bullet away from hitting the ground. Sheezy's going to play here with him and make sure he can trade this one out if needed. Big swing. Allows him to cross, and I think Shogu spotted something there. HE to the right position. It's way too good. 31 points of damage at least. Good arm there on Sheezy. Lovely toss. And a well-played round to secure themselves 11. ATRIVM going to be buying back into this one. And it's a good time for a tactical. XPERION. 2 rounds away from securing their map pick of Overpass. And taking us all the way to Ancient for a 3rd and final map of the evening. Unless ATRIVM can make it happen here and now. They had a pretty solid start to the half, but XPERION, after they got their finances sorted, were able to edge their way back into the game. And you can see a lot of these rounds getting very close, which means their economy's not in a good spot. So if ATRIVM win one round here or there, or at least keep up that financial damage, then anything could really happen. Molly misthrown. Went by the space in con that they were hoping for, and Con smoke goes down. Dry aggression into short. Untradeable. because that con smoke just bleeds out a little too far. Atrium potentially going to be kicking themselves off the back of that slight mistake. Long pick found, though. Brings back to the 4v4, and we're going to see a faster approach. Atrium going quickly towards the A site. Pixel. Scope on what would have been the right position. Smoke goes down to the front of bathrooms just to try to change it up somewhat. Pixel down to 30 points. Oh, and it's across the top. Lovely entry pathing from Extinction to get past the scope and the danger of Pixel's AWP. And just like that, XPERION realized they have nothing left in the bank. So they're just going to back away and save. Well played from Atrium. If they don't have any of that, they need to ask for a mortgage of sorts to buy some of these weapons in the next. Atrium. Only moderately hunting here, but you can see that they are pretty worried about their own money, which is fair enough. And Unshark won't find any of the saving XPERION individuals. One round the difference. Atrium. Money still not in the best place. It's a heavy reinvestment with only 3 alive. XPERION going to go to a tactical as well. Both teams realizing that they're in a great position to make it to that next stage, next round even. They put themselves in a good position to potentially make it to advanced. So you want to be taking this as seriously as you possibly can. Dangerous day to be a good looking worst. Flamin' Franks. Might order one for myself after this, actually. That being said, 3-2 split for XPERION, going heavier towards the A site initially. Playground control utility is there, but disrespected. Atrium investing a smoke to get through it, and over towards long. Raza not quite ready for said aggression. That's going to be the numbers game favoring Atrium. See what? Yeah, it's ready, Manny. Expecting the aggressive positioning in short. It's no good from XPERION. And yes, they might realize that they've got to make a couple of risks, especially when they lose that first man, but it's unfortunately just a couple of solo bolo plays. CT's in untradeable positions. And Atrium doing the best damn job to abuse that. XPERION can just save some of this weaponry, some of the armor into the next. And maybe get gifted an AK of sorts. Scout gets the attention drawn. Oh, but Sheezy, if he gets this pick, that's an AK carried across to the next. And maybe even a chance in the 3v4 to go for the retake. There's that pick. And 20 and 12. Sheezy is actually doing a really fantastic job for XPERION here. But they got info on most of the numbers. So you see Atrium making their way into the B site, default plant, and still a good amount of utility just to fight in the post plant. The CT flash game was impeccable on Dust 2, the way that they were using the flashes to gain information. So far, I wouldn't say it's the same here. CT side maybe not going as expected for them. And the T side getting more and more difficult. But again, losing that extra man, you kind of want to worry about your own economy now. And you can see that Atrium are doing just that. All three should carry the rifles and AWP across to the next. Nice try, nice try. Oh, what's the name of the show? I think it might have been an Australian show, so you guys might not know. But there was a show that had a big pink elephant, just like, is it Franklin and Co? Big pink elephant. Something in Friends. Johnson and Friends. I don't know if you guys ever had that, but I think it might be Australian. Yeah, it's got a big pink elephant, just like the one here on Overpass. There's some Australian law for you for, you know, the minimal Aussies that are awake at 5 a.m. or 3 a.m. if you're from Perth. Razat, good position to play that shadow advantage, but the tease heads up to realise he'd progressed so far forward. Now that B-side defense thinned slightly. It's up to Sheezy to lock it in, but if anyone can, it's probably this man. Smoke going down on the side. Oh, big wide swing is punished by Sheezy, and on 18 points of health, he won't find any more. One bullet enough to take him out. And Jansen, oh, playing a dangerous game, threading needles left, right, and center all through the smokes. Mid-sight smoke going to be up for another 10 seconds or so. And ATRIVM trying to figure out where to make this one happen. Re-smoke on the middle of sight, and Jansen still just playing around, shifting through the smokes. We'll find one more. And knows that there has to be someone next to him again. Oh, it's such an awkward round. And Unshark will be left in the 1v3, trying to put his crosshair in the right spot. But, oh, the walk around. Finds Jansen, has time to plant, but there's a short member swinging. Surely that's locked in. Pixel saves the day for XPERION. Yeah, I'm doing backflips after that one. What a play. That was something. Just sitting smokes, holding their nerve, hoping for timings. That's just the biggest of coin flips to get to this position. You know, ATRIVM, no plant means there's maybe not the most amount of money for them to get everything they want. You can see Shogu straight to the Galil armor, no utility. Ready many, just a molly smoke, sorry. And Unshark's got a good amount to play with, 4,100. So, every piece of utility mattering. Couple of bangers to try and set the boys up. But where are they going? Or did they get here in a flower truck? Did the florist let the terrorists in? That's crazy. You got to watch out for those German florists, guys. All right, keep your eyes out next time you're in Berlin. Short molly and short control. Not going either way just yet. A CT molly extinguished. Extinction hoping he can catch someone jump peeking. But they're just going to have tricky carrying that on the short wall. An extinction not given any opportunities. Tricky realizing he's been shot at one too many times here on the wood wall jump peak. Chained monster smoke's going to slowly but surely start to rain through. We have Jansen as well over towards the A site with one more smoke to potentially send down and buy some extra time, but ATRIVM already through it. Heaven smoke at the ready. There it is. Sheezy. Surely expecting the pop. Oh, my lord. Little two-tap to get things kicked off here. Rizar with an MP9 on a good angle will get taken out as well. And the T's doing God's work. Two-man advantage, make it a third. Orb connecting, and it's Pixel in the 1v4 to save the day and do it in regulation. It's a big ask. Maybe too tall for such a man. But he's going to give it a crack. First point of contact going to be coming from Unshark under Heaven. And only then will the T's swing. I love the post-plant setup. but it's unwinnable for Pixel. Well played from Unshark. Well played from ATRIVM there. Lovely entries. The contact, the busts off the back of the heaven smoke with the flashes. XPERION not quite ready. And it's no one's map yet. We're going into OT. We are not done. Everyone having all the kit that they need. XPERION not changing anything up too much. Jensen just showing some presence towards Con, making sure ATRIVM have to invest a couple of mollies to continue getting this control. And oh, there's that spam, there's that jump, there's the flick we were waiting for. Extinction. Patience rewarding his efforts. Pixel on the other side of the map. Oh, blinded, stuck on the tree side. And your nose will catch him. Just through the edge of it. Still a chance for XPERION in the round, but oh, the two-man contact is good for a trade. Back to the 2v4. And Raza hoping that he can maybe get into a better position to buy some time for the rotate. Smoke on short. ATRIVM respecting it with 50 on the clock. Taking the bomb back towards long side. Oh, and your nose with the backstab. Rest of the boys just going to be waiting for him. He can be the info gainer. But Raza here on Maze. I don't hate it. He's got info and he knows that the rest of the troops are coming forward. Looking for him. Problem is, your nose in heaven is a hard position to dislodge, even if he can take out the site members. Oh, and now he's seen and dealt with. Unshark, lovely, crispy headshot to put ATRIVM in the lead in the first round of OT. I was like, I don't see the pink elephants yet. Yeah, look, let me know when you can see the pink elephants, all right? It's 4 a.m. Yeah, you didn't know it was 4 a.m. Damn, bro. I better get that shut eye. But just wait till OT's over, of course. You've already come this far. Ready many disrespecting that short util. Edging the T-smoke. Oh, am I going to see XPERION with a 3-man contact on Monster? Walking through again, realizing that ATRIVM don't invest too many members down here. But Ready Many was in this same position before, and it's the exact same outcome. But this time, XPERION with more members to play with. 4v4. Tricky. Getting the info on the jump ping. Flash across the top with the molly in bathrooms. Jensen's still there with the long control, but doesn't want to activate. HE on the front side. Dodged for the most part. Extinction with that molly in is making sure no one's going to be on that truck side. Swing from Tricky, loses the man advantage. And was hoping to just buy time. This rotation back in. HE, land is good. Chips your nose down to half. Smoke onto him to try and take him out of the round. Extinction ready for the long pressure, and Pixel, he's just going to want to keep the AWP alive for the next, if he can transition to safety. And that's not happening. Your nose cuts him off at the pass. 14-12. And XPERION, they got plenty of money. Should still be able to get an AWP online there for Pixel. Just making sure that they aren't buying helmets. Only a couple of kits are coming in, just so they have this extra money. Worst case, they lose those first 2 rounds. That's the best way to manage those economies, guys. You know, if you're ever playing Face It OT or your own games OT, and you just got that 10k, you can stretch it a long way. Smoke going through. Again, ATRIVM just rolling back what has been working. And XPERION deciding to contact into short this time instead of Monster. Pixel, AWP. Activating for the first and gifted a second. Your nose too slow. Wondering if there was anyone lurking in connector. But XPERION really haven't been sending too many members that way. Well, I'm going to be going down in the meanwhile. Pixel doing it all himself this time. Get their first OT round on the board. Might even jump across the top of the smoke to get that information, and he will. Catches Unshark towards the top of con. And will push for the ace. Ready Mini silent. But Pixel, he is hungry. He is waiting and expecting there to be a cheeky T hitting that sandwich. Raza steals the ace away. Oh, it's sad. Oh, it's horrible. I know. Could have been the play of the year. Not really. ATRIVM were quite spaced out. Trade game not online in the third round of OT, but they still have the lead, moving back into the CT side, and now they've maybe got a bit more confidence. But maybe XPERION do as well, you know? They got those 2 rounds already on the board here in OT. Just need 2 more to take us all the way to Ancient. Actually, take us all the way to bed. We'll see where we end up. Wallbang battle. Not going either way. No one hitting a bullseye this time. XPERION already progressively halfway through bathrooms. Just need to clear out the inside of it. Extinction. Oh! Spots the head. And we'll fall back to sight, but Pixel looking to cut him off at the pass. Already posted. Oh, spotted. Little booty poking around the corner. And Extinction going to be tucked away and stuck here at the sign. Tees know exactly where he's playing from, with Unshark coming in to provide some extra assistance. And with Shogu falling, it gets even more awkward for Extinction to try and survive here. That smoke, though, allows Tricky space to go forward. It's awkward. The flash forces Unshark to start shooting. And one bullet could polish off both Unshark and Extinction here. It's just a matter of where this utility is going, and no one seems to realize that Extinction is still tucked away here at the long sign. There's those shots working out for ATRIVM, and they're doing it again and again. But Pixel, 1v4 angle, 2 taken, just like nothing. 10 seconds to plant, bomb down at truck. And ATRIVM looking to group up and make sure that this is traded out. Incend on the stairs, disregarded, disrespected, and it's a push on forward. No time to plant. It's too little, too late. Ready Many knows it. Tucking away, safe in the bank. And XPERION, unfortunately, going to underplay that one. That is insane that Extinction was alive for so long. But they get it done. And ATRIVM need just one more round here on the CT side. And we are donezo for the evening. Wants to smoke in. Bit of util invested towards that fountain side, and XPERION going quickly over towards Party. Unshark, oh, spotted on the jump up. Wasn't quite safe, and there's a dink through the wall as well. XPERION, with that pick, maybe, just maybe, they're in with a shot. Lovely HE to mop it up. And Ready Many so low already. Rise up, smoke, push, will catch it, timing. Oh, and this time, at least Ready Many's there to trade. Looking just to shuffle a bit of that util back around. Wants the resmoke coming through, but it's a little too late as the T's are already here. The flash was there. They were blind, but Ready Many misses his opportunity to maybe catch a freebie. And news on the pillar. Only goes 1 for 1. And it's Shogu in the 1v3 to try and make this happen. HE looks good. Oh, my lord. 7 points of health did it. It was right next to him. Where'd that shrapnel go? back towards the monster site, abusing the gap in the smoke that was created by these T's. But with that shot, they know that he's out maze. It'll be a catastrophic mistake for XPERION if they somehow throw this round. Resmoke on the middle of sight, and you can see that Jensen, he is just tucked away and hoping that he doesn't get found. The spray going crazy. Oh, not that much left in it. But there is going to be a smoke to play in. Pixel letting Jensen play first, who tries to find him and will. We aren't done yet here on Overpass. Nothing really changing on that B side of things, but we do have aggression at long, and extinction is deleted. Pixel happy to go blow for blow with him. There's 1 kill away from dropping a dirty 30. Rest of ATRIVM just playing a safer game now. Ready, many. Looking to drop that pop flash on the contact from your nose if the T's come this direction. But we know that that's not happening, not yet, although Unshark with the con control. They have barely had anyone in this position. He's going to call out that rotation until how many numbers are down towards that B site, leaving A fully open, fully exposed. It's Jensen that will have to lurk late and might end up just going loud on the rotation. That'll be all 4 or even 5 of these T's positions. No, Yanu's going to be able to double it down through that smoke. Trade coming through, but Ready Many here has another smoke to buy even more time. That's going to be 10 seconds to push through the smoke and plant. And Unshark, he's got all eyes on short, so they either got to go through a smoke or into dangerous waters. And there's another Ready Many. Oh, won't be able to mop him down, but he does so much damage. A B stick in it. And that molly, oh, forces him off. The HE could do it all itself. Oh, and it will. Bomb on the ground. No time to plant. Pixel gets it. Oh, has he got it? Has he got it? There ain't no shot. They're not letting him. Unshark going in for the killing blow. 16-14. 2-0. And ATRIVM doing such a fantastic job to take the series 2-0. Thus too, phenomenal gameplay. Overpass, keeping it crazy, keeping it mysterious. But they got it done in the end, and they looked like a great team on that map. And I hope, you know, in the EU main playoffs going forward over the next couple of days, they keep on finding success, because some of those individuals were crazy to watch. But hey, that is going to be us done with the night. If you and your friends as well want to play ESEA, make sure you sign up. I'm sure the registration's coming up at some point soon for the next season. We're getting to the playoffs now, which means the next season isn't too far away. But look, thank you all for joining us here on the ESLCS main channel for ESEA League Season 54. And congratulations once more to ATRIVM. You guys played fantastically. Thank you all. Enjoy your sleep, and I'll see you next time for ESEA League.
Here's to the challengers. The ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, count them out, but you can't stop them.
Now I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
Because they're the ones who practice while others sleep, strategize while others joke, and climb while others stand still. They feel the pressure, the nerves, the weight of every round, but they embrace it. While others play for fun, they play for legacy. Because in this game, every official matters. Every round has a story, and every player has a choice to stay in the comfort of matchmaking or to take the leap.
Let's go.
This is ESEA League, where challengers take their first step.
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof. Best in the game, we all know my name. Can't run now, it's too late. Got winning in my blood, in my DNA. It's destiny, it's fate. Unbreakable, unbeatable, undefeatable, I'm invincible. Unbreakable, unbeatable, undefeatable, I'm invincible. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof.
We're not the only ones. 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 Days gone. I won't waste another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Take me back to you. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around.